Let's see the energy coming towards you this weekend. We're using our energy oracle cards, fitting, right? So this one, and then we'll give it a quick shuffle and see what comes out. Now, it doesn't have to last the weekend. It can last longer. Take what resonates, and, whenever you come across this reading, it can apply if it applies. Take it if it doesn't, and just let it fly, right? So let's see. Ooh, the world. I always like to look at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. Beautiful. So some of you may be considering other options, other opportunities, going in new directions, right? New paths, because this person is right here standing on this little dock and just looking out at the world. Could be closing out cycles too. Some of you may be going through some of that. A lot of stuff probably coming up that needs to be cleansed and cleared out and purged, right? May have been triggered by this full moon in Leo. That one's been very powerful. I know I've been feeling it, but let's see what comes out. That's just the first message that I'm getting, right? So let's shuffle. So some of you may be feeling a little anxious. Right here we have anxiety. And remember I was telling you about that moon, right? Because look, that's an 18. And in tarot, 18 is the moon. So there may have been some of you, and that's why I was saying I was feeling that before I even shuffled, that with this full moon in Leo, a lot of things that were probably suppressed have been coming up to be released, to be purged. A lot of emotions, and especially when it comes to like connections, loving connections, caring connections, right? Because that's the second card that you received. Intimate partnerships or just any type of relationship. There may be some anxiety, maybe some things that are coming to a close, or some of you may be worried that something's coming to a close, right? But let's see where we go from here. Let's get some more. All right, so we have Healer of the Ages. So that's what I'm getting. So some of you this weekend may be still dealing with some residual energy. I know I'm getting Chris Brown's Residual. I'm hearing Who's Loving You, Who's Getting All My Love, you better not give him my nickname, right? That's what I'm hearing. So for some of you, it's regarding a relationship, right? But here we have Healer of the Ages. So it could be somebody that somebody finds to be very healing, and maybe there's like an ending going on in that situation, or there may be a cycle that's wrapping up. But what I'm getting is a lot of these emotions, right, are coming up to be healed, to be released, right? Because you have Healer of the Ages. Ooh, and then see the World card. I don't need to pull these cards. The journey, beautiful. So some of you are getting ready to probably go on a physical journey. So whether planning vacation, right, or taking some kind of holiday. But what I'm getting is some of you are coming to the end, to the completion of a cycle, and maybe deciding that, you know what, it's time for me to walk this path by myself. But, with all of that, with endings and new beginnings, will come up those residual. So I keep hearing Chris Brown's residuals, residual emotions that are needing to be released and to be healed. And again, if you're going through a situation where something is ending, with every ending, there's a new beginning. It's just being brave and embracing that change. I'm hearing some of you are in transition right now. Some of you are going through massive changes. But yeah, look, you have woman holding a heart. So a lot of it has to do with love, your heart space, the emotions, right? Healing that, clearing that out. Speaking our truth, right? Being honest, being transparent. But let's go ahead and clarify. And let's see which deck I want to use to clarify. Let's use this little one here, our Light Seers Tarot. And then let's see if we can get just a little bit more specifics on the moon. Look here, Five of Swords. So some of you may be in a situation that was, a little dishonest. There may have been some arguments. Some of you may be having things playing over in your head that you can't seem to put to bed, put to rest, right, in terms of how a situation panned out. So let's clarify the moon and see what we receive. So we have, death and rebirth. Yep, and it's not the moon, it's anxiety. But yes, so some of you are going through a massive transformation. But look there's a portal. You see that little light? There's a portal that's trying to open up, right? So a new cycle that's trying to come in. But some of you may be worried about this particular ending, and the advice is to not worry, just kind of flow with the energy, right? Massive changes are coming in, and if you're feeling these energies now, it's for a reason. You have to purge it, you have to release it, because otherwise it kind of holds you back. It kind of gunks up your energy, and then it's very difficult for something new to come in. Let's see, caring connections, right? And then this one is the Four of Cups. So some of you may be feeling a little down in the dumps, feeling a little rejected, right? That's the Four of Cups, an energy of something's just not right. Something just doesn't feel good. Something is missing. And tell me about, and sometimes we just have to work on healing ourselves, right? We're not going to get that healing from somebody else. It's what we do with it. But then look, you have the Chariot, which is clarifying healer of the ages. So, you know, some of you are really in a very powerful position right now where things are aligning for you as you are closing out these cycles. So as painful as it may be, new beautiful things are coming in and you are going to be successful because the Chariot is overcoming obstacles. And I love this Chariot card because a lot of the decks, the horses aren't moving. You know, in the Chariot, you want to have both horses going in the same direction. And so these are kind of like, you know, different because one's black, one's white in terms of the horses. So different parts moving together and acting as one in unison. And this person on top of this Chariot is just driving these horses like, yep, I have somewhere to go. And this is where I'm going, and I'm going to be successful. All right, tell me about journey. And then here you have the Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands can be, you know, people interfering. It can be like competition. It could be like a little bit of drama. So maybe some of you are going to be leaving something behind, and you know it may cause some drama, right? Or you know that, you know, you're leaving something behind that's been filled with drama. And so this is not something that you're going to miss in the long run, right? Because here you have the Judgment card in terms of something, a higher purpose, right? Calling to you and letting you know it's time to make this decision, right? It's time to face this particular thing and have this rebirth, right? Look at her soul ascending and rising up. So some beautiful energy, right? It might be tough and I don't get the sense this is going to last one weekend. But I think it's been triggered with this full moon in Leo and a lot's coming up. Look at this, Five of Pentacles. For some of you, you know, who are going through this, Five of Pentacles is not fun energy. You know, this is feeling rejected. This is feeling despair. This is feeling, you know, a loss, a severe loss, particularly monetarily, you know, and then also emotionally. But a lot of times, because I'm seeing this Four of Pentacles, is because we're resisting something, right? Look at her holding on to that bag and not letting it go. So, you know, whether that be resisting your emotions, you know, releasing those, you know, if you have to cry, you have to purge, you have to go and get help, like professional help, right? You know, go and do it. Don't feel like you have to move through this energy alone because this can be very, very, trust me, very, very tough energy to work through. But if you release the resistance and just flow with it, trust me, it's going to be a little bit easier, right? So yeah, so big stuff coming in, but it's going to lead to better things in the long run. So that was helpful, right? And I will catch you next time. Bye.